Okay, round two, 8-2, part 1. I'm gonna show you everything at once here. We got three major players for trig ratios. We got sine, we got cosine, and we got tangent. Sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse, okay? So if I was to say sine is opposite hypotenuse, so if I was to say to you, hey man, what's the sine of A? You would just say, sine of A equals little a over C, the opposite over the hypotenuse. Come on down over here, cosine. The cosine is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So the cosine of A, adjacent means next to, the cosine of A would be little b over C. Ka, C-A-H. And then finally the tangent, we'll use A again, is the opposite over the adjacent. So the tangent of A would be AB. Sine, AC. Cosine, BC. Tangent, AB. Sol, ka, toa. Sine, opposite hypotenuse. Cosine, adjacent hypotenuse. Tangent, opposite adjacent. Let's take a look at it now. Okay? And all we do is leave them nice in fraction form, okay? Here's a little example, so my triangle's kind of small. So if I say to you, what's the sine of A? Okay? A is way up here. The sine of A is 8 over 10. The opposite over the hypotenuse. 8/10, baby food, 4/5. I'm just making these up as I go. The cosine of B, cosine we know, here's B, is adjacent hypotenuse, 8/10, 4/5. And then the tangent of A, here's another one. Tangent we know is opposite adjacent, okay? So reduce that to 4/3. And then one little sine of C. Come on down over here to see my pal C. Sine of C would be the opposite and the hypotenuse, okay? Notice I just took all of these and reduced them down. And fraction form is just fine for this stuff, okay? We got plenty of stuff coming in decimals or whatnot in just a moment, all right? And that's tangent, cosine, and sine, okay? Now, if I was to, let's have a little calculator practice. You have to break out your calculators. If you have the Android phone, the Apple phone, turn it sideways, turn the phone sideways like we do. And I can talk about this in our meeting today. What you do is, it's different than the graphing calculator. In the graphing calculator, you actually write down sine, you click sine, and then type in the number 40, and they'll spit out the answer. For the phones though, stay with me, on the phones, you actually type in 40, and then when you have it sideways, you click on sine. So you go 40, sine. I did a bunch of these. Here's tangent of 65. And if you can go two place values, that'd be awesome. The tangent of 65, so I typed in 65 and then pressed the tan button, and that gave me 2.14. And then I typed in 15 and hit the cosine button, and that gave me 0.97. So I think the phone is cleaner than the TI 84s and 89s. I don't know. I think we're all just kind of used to them by now in America. So let's, you can do that way too, okay? A little review on sine, cosine, tangent, and just early calculator stuff. Okay, 8-2, part 1 done.